Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Pretty Hands Mah Jongg readings. This reading will be for my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for the upcoming week of November 30th, 2020. So on the 30th, we have a full moon eclipse in Gemini. And then on the 1st, we have Mercury moving into Sagittarius. So all of that is also in alignment with celestial alignment that is happening that has not happened in the last 4,000 years. So that favors bold communication, speaking out, speaking your truths boldly, not just verbal communication, working on our throat chakra, things like that, but also showing your truth, right? Putting your money where your mouth is. Because we can say all day, like, oh yeah, speak up, work on your throat chakra. But what is that really? It's about showing the world who you are, flexing on them. This is who I am. Everything is an act of communication. Every way that you interact with somebody other than yourself, you communicating, whether you realize it or not. Non-verbal cues, all of that, right? So put that along the backdrop of us having this eclipse, this full moon eclipse in Gemini, mutable energy, in the sign of Sagittarius, right, which is all about adventure and fun and change and moving forward. And you have radical changes. You have, again, a light switch type of changes, flipping a coin type of changes, where you go from like nothing to something overnight, right? But not because of luck, but because of the hard work that has been already put into motion, because of the cycles that you've already broken, because of the work that you've already done in order to get you to that point. So this is about to be big, y'all. What other major things for our fire signs for the upcoming week of November 30th, 2020? The song Alicia Keys and Khalid is coming to my head. Cause I'm so done fighting myself, going through hell. I'm living the way that I want. See? Trying to tell y'all. I'm living the way that I want. That's that energy we in. Okay. Enough of all that. Main energy for fire signs. You got a guardian. Interesting. So you got the scholar. The scholar is a card of winter time, first of all. So winter could be significant for you fire signs when your new beginnings really take off. The scholar is also the time, the card of studying, examination, knowledge, things like that. Patience, right? That's a wise sage. And the wind picked up as soon as I said that. So if you are taking a test, or if you feel like you're being tested by life, congratulations. You passed, or you're going to pass. Especially if the more you communicate your truths, the better you'll be, and the faster this will happen. Because I keep having throat chakra issues all of a sudden, and I did not before. So, also the scholar is about acquiring wisdom through study. So now is a time to kind of just lay back, fire signs. And I know that's hard. I have an Aries moon, y'all. So to hear, but this is the time to study aloud, kind of peep game, peep the scene. The scholar don't make a lot of noise. He don't make a big splash. He just observe everything that's happening and takes in information. So for you fire signs, it's time to just take in information, learn new things, pursue new goals, even if they're artistic or otherwise. But open a book, literally crack open a book, right? You'd be surprised what you find in there. Learn something new, even if this is about learning something new about yourself too. 9 circles unicorn. So maybe last week you coming out of energy where, again, first of all, 9 is the number of endings, release. Full moon eclipse, let me tell you, all of that is about completions, bringing cycles to completion. But this is about you, first of all, having put your uniqueness on the back burner. This is also about you having allowed yourself to be deceived, honestly, by lies. Because the unicorn is about truth and foresight. So being honest with yourself, about what you want. There you go. That's why they're telling you to just peek, just absorb everything that you see and that you're getting all this information, because you may have just found out something that you need to process now. This is also about foresight. So there's intuitive gifts coming to you, intuitive hits. Y'all got 2 guardians. Plum blossom. So this is spring. You got winter and then you got spring. So this is a whole new cycle for you, fire signs. Like, things are literally about to change for you. Between now and February, your life could look completely different. Plum blossom. It's a card of love, romance, renewal. So, but this is all coming through the scholar. So this is saying after this comes this. After winter comes spring. After you sit and you just peep game and you just go inward and you meditate, contemplate, and learn about what's going on, even internally, I cannot stress that enough. This is what happens. You move toward the blossoming of your fruit, the blossoming of your flowers, right? Receiving your flowers. But you have to come out of this. Before this branch had flowers on it, it was bare. And that's I think the message as well. The fact that these are guardians too is saying, like, you could have had issues, again, somebody studying something, or just with understanding who you are, with understanding your world, with understanding life, if it's not like literal, if you're not a student or something like that, and issues with love, with renewal, with starting over, right? These new beginnings that are coming for everybody, and people are nervous because it's so drastic. They're saying, don't worry about that. These are divinely aligned with your life. 7 bamboo tortoise. I knew this. When I was talking about this, I felt this card. I'm like, that sounds like a tortoise. So again, 7 is a mystical number of what? Intuition. Fire signs, you get the message yet? Honing your intuition, letting go of things that don't serve you no more, based on what your intuition had told you, right? Forget all that other stuff. But the tortoise is also about being patient. So you could have some issues, again, listening to your intuition, being patient, allowing obstacles to teach you rather than to distract you, or rather than to discourage you or dissuade you. Bam, 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 bam. Allowing obstacles to learn you, right? Let me learn you something. To teach you rather than distract you or discourage or dissuade you. Because here's the thing, you knew these obstacles was here. That's a part of life. This tortoise this ain't no spring chicken, right? This tortoise did not get to this age for no reason, or by giving up, or just by throwing in the towel whenever it reaches one small pebble. No. Of course the obstacles have gotten bigger. Of course the tortoise is tired, but else the tortoise is also tenured, baby. It's been around for a long time. It's seen stuff. It's seen better days, yeah, but it's seen worse days. So it has acquired knowledge from its journey of life. Each obstacle, each rock that it traverses, what does it do? It takes it into stride. It learns how to maneuver in the world, right? It takes what the obstacles have presented for it. And also note the fact that this tortoise is looking upward, 7, toward the heaven, in alignment with its divine mission. So it's saying, I know this is tiring. I know I'm tired. I know these obstacles suck and I'm over it. But there is also always hope and optimism, and I put my faith in the universe and in what I'm doing, what I'm working on. So it gotta get better. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. 6 circles peach. Why be a monkey's uncle? You got the plum blossom and the peach in the same deck. The unicorn and the tortoise in the same deck. Okay, all surrounded by the scholar, just like peeping everything, observing everything. So 6 circles peach is about love, family, it's Venusian energy, right? Art, romance, beauty, extravagance, right? All of that nice Venus energy, everything that she brings is right here embodied in this card. She's also about success in matters of money as well as matters of family. So if you're trying to manifest any of that, fire signs, congratulations. You have, that was scary, what you need. Something just fell when I said that. So that could be a message for somebody. But romance is definitely in the cards. Abundance, romance, based on intuition, right? Your intuitive hits, right? Almost telepathic romance. Also based on art. Romance based on art is favored. Relationships based on new love is definitely in the cards. So if you're trying to manifest somebody new, or you have something new on the horizon, or that you got your eyes on, everything is here, especially toward the end of the week. So that's what's up. Could even happen in the spring too. All right. So Goddess Wisdom for my card. Fire signs this week. I really hate that happened. Ceremony. I love this card. It rarely comes out. White Buffalo Cow Foreman. Beautiful white buffalo cow woman brings you blessings of the sacred flame of spirit. She brings the sacred pipe with the smoke of connection to the spirit world as a reminder to honor spirit through conscious ritual. Let your passionate prayers and ceremony ascend in blessing to honor your world and all your relations. So this is them ancestral altars. This is ceremony, rituals, Venusian energy, honoring the sacred art of life every single day. You wake up meditating, praying, all of that. Okay, We gonna start with Leo. Yeah. Stuff is coming out fast, y'all. So it's fast communication. Things just moving quickly. Finally. Okay, Leo. So you could be starting a completely new cycle with some new people. Kids is coming up too. So it could be a new job with kids, or maybe you have kids, or even if you are older, like if your kids are over the age of, like, I'll say even 10, going toward that preteen age, it could be the new beginning of your relationship with your kids, right? So maybe y'all were on the outs, or things were rocky, everybody was feeling tested, and the dog started barking when I said that. Everybody feeling tested because of the quarantine and all of that. Things are about to change, right? We're about to have new energy coming, a new sense of renewal coming, especially in relationships. Also, you could receive a gift from an older lady too, Leo. So that's always good. She just wants to help you. I'm hearing that she wants to give you something that'll help remind you of who you are, which makes sense because, Leo, all these last weeks you kind of been shaken. Like the cards have been saying, like, well, the buttons have been saying, like, you are unsure of who you are, or like for whatever you're going through has you questioning your identity. So you like this gift. Your intuition is coming. Your intuition is coming. Your intuition is coming. So if you feel like you've been out of alignment, out of sorts with who you are, again, what you are, because your intuition tells you who you are. The solar plexus chakra just grounds you in it. But your intuition, you know intuitively who you are. So if you don't meet an older woman in the physical, she could be sending you intuitive messages and encouragement and positive energy in the spiritual realm, or even in a dream state. Letter O. So somebody could have, I feel like this is like a kid or a corporation whose name has an O in it or begins with O, and that could be the bridge between your sense of self now and your sense of self post eclipse, right? And I just saw 1212. So this transformation could come through a person whose name begins with the letter O. Also starting over at ground zero too. All right, Leo. Next up, Aries. Yeah, fast communication, y'all. This stuff is happening fast. Aries, you could feel like somebody trying to cling to you, or just residual stuff from your past, like that you're trying to get rid of, is kind of clinging. There's a need for protection, psychic protection, Aries, definitely, from groups, from people from your past, from people just around you, period. So I would recommend you take a salt bath, Aries. Definitely. Answer to your question is yes, if you asked one. Oh yeah, all these cycles. So you have these beautiful new cycles where you are incorporating, first of all, your ability to protect yourself, putting up boundaries around your energy, but also where you're able to incorporate your heart, right? You're living a more heart-centered life and listening to your intuition. But not only that, you are speaking, you manifesting, you speaking into existence the things that you want to happen, Aries, right? So that's not just going after it, because Aries don't have no problems with making stuff happen, with going after it. But this is you listening to your intuition. You're taking divinely led action, not just that impulsive, just make it happen type of action that Aries can be known for, right? Just charging in. It's waiting. It's using the scholar energy, waiting, peeping the scene, and then charging forward. So congratulations, Aries. You got some new beginnings coming fast. Look at that. What's up, Sagittarius? Yes, I love this. Coming out, say it, speak on it. Sagittarius, something having to do with ancient Egypt. Whenever I see that button, it just take me straight to Egypt. Going back to the basics. So again, getting back to who you are, who you've been. Yeah, you have all this ancestral energy, all this past life energy coming through this week. So you could be clearing cycles from that. You could also be getting assistance from it. So if you don't watch Avatar, or you haven't, then it's on Netflix. Now's the time to watch it, because I feel like for you, Sagittarius, you're getting all these gifts, these psychic downloads, DNA upgrades, all this stuff is coming to you from your past life. It's like Roku with Aang, and how he was able to give him assistance, and how all the other avatars were able to give him assistance. But he also was able to tap into all his skills and gifts and the knowledge that he had gained in his past lives. So if that sounds a little too weird for you, then just watch watch Avatar on Netflix and it'll make sense. But this is leading you to a completely new path. Like, again, a path where you don't even recognize your life, because it's so amazing and it's so different from where you are and even where you've been, right? What your options were or what you thought they were. They want you to be on the lookout too for a person who kind of is like a, I don't want to say bloodsucker, but that's the word that's coming to me. Like, who's trying to dissuade you from doing these things, from living this lifestyle of freedom and happiness and joy, right? Who's trying to keep you boxed in. Because Sagittarius, y'all, it's y'all season, first of all. Second of all, Sagittarians do not do boundaries. They don't do being boxed in, right? They have to be free. So don't let somebody take that from you, especially in a partnership. Bam. Especially in a love partnership, particularly. Don't let nobody rein you in, Sagittarius. Be free. If you get confused about what you're supposed to be doing or which direction you're supposed to be going in, tap into your ancestral wisdom, tap into your intuition, and just go back to the basics, right? What do I love to do? Who am I? Because you already know. Okay. Thank you for listening. Have a good week. Peace out.